From heated press conferences to social media brawls, UFC fighters know how to stoke the flames of rivalry. But when the cage door shuts, it's a different battlefield. Today we're delving into the times when these callouts turned into lessons of humility and unpredictability. Get ready for a journey through some of the most jaw-dropping moments in UFC history. Number 10 takes us to the bantamweight division, where Aljamain Sterling, fresh off a win over Johnny Eduardo, turned his sights to Bryan Caraway. Sterling, not one to shy away from the spotlight, unleashed a barrage of challenges on social media, turning the call-out into a personal vendetta. The two warriors met at UFC Fight Night 88. In a battle that tested both their skills and wills, Caraway emerged victorious by a narrow split decision. Sterling's social media onslaught met the harsh reality of Caraway's resilience, proving that in the UFC, talk is just the beginning. At number 9, we find a different tone of call-out, where respect meets ambition. Doo Ho Choi, after a striking performance against Thiago Tavares, called out Cub Swanson, a veteran known for his heart-pounding bouts. Choi's polite request for a match was accepted, setting the stage for a featherweight clash at UFC 206. The fight was nothing short of spectacular, with both warriors trading blows in a display of sheer determination and skill. Despite Choi's valiant effort, it was Swanson's hand raised in victory. Choi's respectful call-out and subsequent performance won him many fans, but that night belonged to Swanson. Number 8 brings us Artem Lobov, a fighter known as much for his striking in the cage as for his striking words on Twitter. After defeating Teruto Ishihara, Lobov set his sights on Cub Swanson, sparking a war of words that captured the attention of the MMA world. Their online feud reached its boiling point as they were slated to headline UFC Fight Night 108. The fight was a testament to Swanson's experience and Lobov's grit. Despite Lobov's fiery words, Swanson's skill proved too much as he secured a unanimous decision victory. This clash reminded us that while words can start a fight, they can't finish it. At number 7, we revisit a rivalry that had the MMA community buzzing with anticipation. Nick Diaz, after a dominant performance against BJ Penn, didn't just call out another fighter, he called out a legend, Georges St-Pierre.
Nick Diaz!
Diaz's accusations of GSP avoiding him added fuel to the fire. The showdown at UFC 158 was more than a fight. It was a clash of styles and personalities. GSP, known for his tactical brilliance, took the fight to Diaz, blending striking with world-class takedowns. The result was a masterclass by St-Pierre, who won by unanimous decision, showing that while you can choose your words, you can't always choose the outcome. Our number 6 spot is a tale of aspiration and ambition. Kenny Florian, after vanquishing Joe Stevenson, set his sights on the pinnacle of the lightweight division, the champion BJ Penn. Florian's call-out was a clear statement of his desire to wear UFC gold. Their encounter at UFC 101 was a display of Penn's dominance as one of the best lightweights of all time. Florian's challenge was met with Penn's superior grappling and striking, culminating in a 4th-round submission victory for Penn. Florian's quest for the title was noble, but Penn's reign was far from over. Number 5 showcases the heavyweight division's unpredictability. Derek Lewis, after a powerful knockout at the Ultimate Fighter 19 finale, wasted no time in calling out Matt Mitrione. Their clash at UFC Fight Night 50 was a blink-and-you-miss-it affair. Mitrione, known for his explosive power, needed just 41 seconds to turn the tables on Lewis, delivering a knockout punch that echoed throughout the heavyweight ranks.
Lewis might be out, trying to respond here!
Lewis's call-out backfired in one of the most rapid and stunning reversals in UFC history. At number 4, we enter the realm of heavyweight legends. Brendan Schaub, riding high from his win over Mirko Cro Cop, eyed another legend to cement his legacy, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. The setting was UFC 134, in Nogueira's home country of Brazil. Schaub's ambition to defeat a second legend was met with the roar of the Brazilian crowd and the skill of a seasoned warrior. In a stunning turn of events, Nogueira landed a powerful knockout blow, leaving Schaub defeated in the first round.
Always found a way to win, and he landed a big right hand!
It was a vivid reminder that in the UFC, legends are not easily toppled. Number 3 takes us to one of the most anticipated lightweight battles in UFC history, when Eddie Alvarez agreed to defend his title against the notorious Conor McGregor at UFC 205. The MMA world was set ablaze. Meanwhile, Khabib Nurmagomedov, also on the card, found himself without an opponent. Enter Michael Johnson, who campaigned vigorously on social media for a fight with Khabib. The match was set and expectations were high. In the octagon, Khabib showcased his unparalleled grappling, submitting Johnson with a Kimura in the third round.
He's gonna break his arm. He's gonna break his arm. Then it's all over.
It was a masterful performance by Nurmagomedov, reminding everyone why he's one of the best in the world. At number 2, we witness a challenge to the queen of the bantamweight division. Beth Correa, after defeating Shayna Baszler, set her sights on the seemingly invincible Ronda Rousey. Correa's bold words and taunts aimed at Rousey set the stage for a highly personal confrontation. UFC 190 was the venue for this grudge match, and expectations were sky high. Rousey, known for her judo and armbar, surprised everyone. Instead of taking the fight to the ground, she stood toe-to-toe with Correa, knocking her out in just 34 seconds.
Petch Correa's in big trouble. Oh my goodness.
It was a statement win for Rousey, and a harsh lesson for Correa on the dangers of provoking a champion. And now, we arrive at the pinnacle of our list, the number 1 spot reserved for a call-out that ended in one of the most jaw-dropping moments in UFC history. Glover Teixeira, fresh off a commanding victory over Rashad Evans, boldly set his sights on one of the most fearsome strikers in UFC history, Anthony "Rumble" Johnson. Johnson, a fighter synonymous with devastating knockout power, was a daunting challenge for anyone. His reputation for ending fights with a single punch was well earned and widely acknowledged. The UFC community buzzed with anticipation as these two titans were set to collide at the much-awaited UFC 202. The tension was palpable. Teixeira, known for his resilience and striking ability, seemed confident, ready to climb another rung towards the title. In contrast, Johnson, always a man of few words, let his calm demeanor speak volumes. As fight night approached, fans and analysts speculated, could Teixeira withstand the storm that was Rumble Johnson? The octagon door closed, the referees signaled the start, and in an almost surreal sequence, the fight that had generated so much anticipation ended almost as soon as it began. Johnson, living up to his moniker, unleashed a ferocious uppercut. This wasn't just any punch, it was a testament to his raw power, a strike that could have felled any fighter regardless of their stature or experience. Teixeira, a seasoned veteran who had stood toe-to-toe with the best, was sent crashing to the canvas in a mere 13 seconds. The arena, the commentators, the fans worldwide, all were in a state of disbelief. It was a stark, unfiltered reminder of the sheer unpredictability and brutality that the UFC can exhibit. A single moment, a single strike, had dramatically altered the course of the fight, epitomizing the very essence of what makes this sport so thrilling and unpredictable. As Johnson's hand was raised, the respect between the two fighters remained evident. Teixeira, ever the warrior, acknowledged the power he had just faced. For Johnson, it was another highlight reel knockout, further cementing his legacy as one of the most powerful strikers the UFC has ever seen. There you have it, our roundup of the top 10 UFC callouts that backfired spectacularly. Each story is a reminder of the courage it takes to step into the octagon and the unpredictable nature of combat sports. In the world of UFC, words can set the stage, but it's the action inside the cage that writes the final script. Thank you for joining us on this journey through some of the most memorable moments in UFC history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight.